What? Oh, he's in the council now. Awesome. Commander, upon hearing the word of your victory in the Battle of Dresden, many leaders in Estvelin have considered taking more active support role in the crusade. Fighting demons in the name of saving the world is an endeavour, especially when the war is going well. The one whose help is accepted the first is increasing their standing in political area, which is where the powers are now completing the right to conclude an alliance with Mendev before their rivals do. Nasada has already chosen which them to be favoured. Anger, we have been building an alliance with that nation for a time, and now the capital is expecting you to address the steward and with an official support. Last Wall is Mendev's most trusted ally. If we are to ask someone to support, it should be them. The Shining Crusade. Why say we invite the Sword Lords of bravery to this party? A righteous Mendeleev knights just love those hot-headed provs who draw their weapons to challenge you to a duel, a drop of a hat, and to get this, they win such duels. None of them will enthusiastic have allies like that, and I hope the demons will be enjoying their company as well. Just a note, we happen to have a neighbour who got barely any presence in the crusade. I'm talking about Nara. I believe it would be too wild and barbaric to have any dealing with. And how about anyone a wild barbaric tribes can fight and invite them, try and pick a party in this war? Anyone who wanted to cause they listen to the heart and are already here. Time to call those who listen to the purse. We'll drop a line to the Veran cities and tempt them with some nice spoils. Why does decide who's? Why does decide who? How I should. Can't we call everyone for help? Yeah, I wish we could, but we can't. The clerics and their colleagues can't stand Veran's at war with Nara and so there's like different wars. Nandora Lord Dagger's Dawn and them envy wealth and protest the goddess and fear. Right, okay. They tolerate each other in small doses, but an official letter of the commander summoning one of the nations to assist in crusade will lead to small, shall we say, an expression of toxic half of Asveni. I'm afraid you'll have to choose which allies dependable. Let's see what the council has to say. Remember, we both realised that Mandev's what? No. That's not what I wanted. Oh, for goodness sake, I no, I don't want that. Okay, I'm gonna cut this video very short, and then I'm just gonna quickly get back to that point. Damn, I should have saved. So this would unlock the Inquisitor's mercenary unit in seizing slain casters. Unlocks the Duelists mercenaries. Because I figured this out in my other playthrough that I could do this. Barbarians, a wolf, rogues, and hers sorcerers. I think I like the idea of Let's get the sorcerers. Your wisdom never fails you. Nara will be pleased to know that you're not squandering allies whom have taken such pains to attract. The battle sorcerers of Vigrar. I won't detain you any longer. Yeah. Basically, oh, hello. Now we got this guy. Oh, is this the drunk guy that I got a letter about? You see Kerrod around 50 years old, dressed in a doubt looks older than his owner. But now it was worn and pitched. A sagless sword hangs on his belt, covered in thick layer. Where was I? A squander's sword hangs on his belt, a thick layer of rust, more like a club. He's flushed, flowing, and soggy nose, and dark circles, alcohol on his breath. Okay. So you're the commander, huh? Cozy little place you got yourself here. All these walls polished for as solid, commendable. Why do you think I gave you a medal? I think I'll give you a medal. And who are you? Groans and straightens up as a noble brings an interior allows. You will be pleased. Oh, finally, I got it out. Maybe? No, it's still there. Okay, you'll be pleased to know that I am Terraslane Headquarters, a rightful heir to. Anyone knows the king has ever ruled over so, and there is no throne in. Yep. How would you know that? Have you been to eyes? Have you seen it with your own eyes? You haven't, and you haven't. Maybe there was one. My pops used to tell me about the throne in place. It would be gold all over. It was used with all manner crusty things like documents and fire ants and rubbles and bubbles. Can't take your eyes off of it. That's what kind of throne it was, and it's all mine. Mine by right. Can you prove your claim to the throne? Of course, we ain't some swindlers. We have all the evidence. Here, look. He takes the rusty sword from his belt and shows you the hilt, which figures a worn-out golden crest. A grinning animal most resembles a possum. Here, the royal symbol of his ancient symbol of the rulers of Sekis. I have got a warrant on my chest. A wart on my chest in the shape of a crown. Of course, I am the heir of the throne. And for those who don't believe me, well, they can't get lost. That's what I say. I let them go to Palmer's Fall, where the kings are buried. They have my entire family tree. It has been written in stone. Go and read it yourselves. Palmer's Fall, where's that? Are you deaf? Are you deaf? You should drink a pint of needle right through those wandering ears and your eyes too. I'm telling you, all the dead Sir Kings on the ground there. A marvelous finally. God, that took ages. Okay. It'll do wonders for you. Oh, I'm telling you, all the dead Sakura Kings are that's all written there. Okay, every law by the land. What do you think you're entitled to? We are simple people. We don't need much. I mean, no, that's not what I meant. We ain't simple people, not simple at all, and we need a great deal. A king's place, a throne, a lands. but all that we can't wait until we're back at ours and all demons leave. As for now, I wouldn't mind having a king's residence here in Dresden. A place to sleep and some hot food, and that'd be a good start. Right. A chaotic trickster. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's some crazy things I can see with trickster. I might make a trickster next and see what kind of because I've got a angel, but I don't have a trickster, and it's a lot to play through the beginning of the game again. So we'll see. We'll have to pick something fun for trickster. I see the soldiers throw this imposter out of here. Hey, what? How could you? I'm some crusader as you are. Bye, drunk. Alright. Okay. What about you? I've taken care of the dragon. One less problem to be concerted with. Now we can take care of extra lookouts on the dragon duty. Resign them to more useful tasks. Thank you, Commander. Okay. Okay, we talked to you last time. Oh, what have you got to say? Nothing. Okay.
I'm gone.
Can I, like, take a hot tub anytime? Is it there all the time? Oh, the candles are still there all the time, I guess. Oh, we got some things here. Why are they here? Let's take them all. And sell some stuff now. To the streets! We have to talk to some people, including our new demon friend, who will be probably with us a lot. But first things first, let me see if we leveled at all. Once I get out. And my little dragon friend's out. Hello? Where are you?
Everyone counts on
Okay,
me.
so, alright, so characters. Let us see what their skills are. So mine is obviously persuasion, so I'm keeping myself. Let's see our new companion. Oh, so she's got a fine persuasion. She's got 25 stealth. That's good. Oh, she's also got that, which then we don't need you anymore. We can just power up her a lot more. Yeah, I think. And what is her biology? Oh, she's chaotic good or chaotic neutral. And what are you again? Are you undetectable? So she's like whatever. Maybe depending on how you treat her, she goes around being that. Right, who to talk? Oh, he's here. Okay, let's go talk to him quick. Hello! You wanted to tell me something in private. I don't know how to word it, so you don't drag me straight to the Inquisitors. Is this another secret? You can trust me. I won't tell anyone. Apart from my party members. What? Oh, you told me. Fine. Oh, and the rest of the internet that might be watching. Hi. Fine. I can... Fine. You and I can't believe you took me back. Fine. I still can't believe you took me back. No one has ever done anything like that for me before. So I guess I can trust you with some things. Not all of them, though. My shadow... Did I tell you talks now? Well, it happened after I started carrying the moon of the abyss with me. And that's not the only thing that's happened. Okay. Oh. I've double clicked. It's been it's been giving me strange dreams. I feel like I'm falling inside some kind of crystal, and I keep falling forever. Everything around me is spinning, shining. But dreams, I don't mean anything. I thought it was because the wound is so near, but there's something else. Chief, I'm stronger. My fingers tingle. Every time I use magic now, I feel like it's dying to come out. It's like I wasn't like this before. I did some kind of magic. Now it's like I can do some real damage, you know. This never happened before I took the moon. Chief, I don't know what to do with these powers. What they get strong? What if they get stronger? I mean, I always thought about what I'd do if I suddenly got rich and powerful. I'd show everyone my true worth, but I'm not ready for this. It's too much for a simple fella like me. Yes, this is my grandfather's inheritance, but why did he leave it to me? Do you think he really wanted me to become stronger so I could grab the world he owned me? A payment of all kicks and blows and mocking the way I was born? What if it's a trap? Just think how much you can do with a crusade now. Your demonic heritage won't lead you anything. I never seen anything like this. You need powers with control. We'll keep an eye on how the amulet works from now on. I know a cautionary tale, the Golden Hands. I had a thug, a half-orc, who bent coins and break bricks his head for dare. So once they asked him, can you lift a tower shield with your teeth? With no hands? He tried it and all his teeth fell out. Oh wow! All of them one by one, you know. So he lived in porridge until he kicked the bucket, which happened because he couldn't lisp the password to the hideout, so they shot him with a crossbow on the spot. They figured it out later that everyone's felt bad about it. Oh. So what I'm saying is, yeah, that when I realised even when I have a great strength, I need you, the brain too. And now if Otto gets to me again, I'll be ready. Thanks for understanding, Chief. I don't know what I'd do without you. Yuxo, Ferex, there are too many demons hanging around you, and the Moonstone turned into a demonic origin as well. You think I like it? It's what was up to me. I would never have met them. This is how I see it. Yaris, my grandfather, since they call me his little spawn, Varl, they spiked ugly mug, came to try and collect some ugly old demon debt from me. I know how it goes. We uncles for this family, big thugs without spikes who go around beating money out of liars. The horrors Zamefs he's talking about must be our sister, must be like our sister Cameli, but for the demons. And old Gramps crossed her somehow, and she can't get over it. Probably stole the Moonstone best from her, and I can't know. And I don't know. And I don't know, but I would have it. And the moon... Grandpa, you should have left me the note or something. Chief, I unexpected better from me. I could have turned out the end. He probably thought he'd had a smart grandkid who knew what the moon was for and what to do with, but he got me. Wolf's tail dropped sadly. So what if he was a demon? I don't want to let him down, you know? He believed in me, I guess. Just you and him, Chief, are the only two people in the whole world who believe in me. That's why I have to figure things out. Oh, I like you, buddy. Let's figure it out together. Right, okay, so now...
Follow my steps.
Where to? Okay, Lan, maybe? Talk to him? See if he's got anything to say, and then... I know Amber hasn't got anything. Although... I am meant to ask the command in here. I'll go find him somewhere.
A duty calls.
Okay, let's see if they're in the barracks. Because I would like to have the Hell Knights answer some questions for me about Sorel's brother, I think it was. Because he's been beating himself up about it. Oh, that's just outside. So, I played this a second time, like on my second character, who's a cavalier, and she basically went into this location. Oh, wait, is that... Oh, that's him upstairs. Oh. Should I go upstairs? Is it worth it? Well, yeah, probably. And what ended up happening is that... Oh, my dragon's with me. What ended up happening is that there was this entire side, and this bit led to the key that I didn't find. So there was this whole side that I skipped. So apologise for that. But nothing essential happened apart from like the secret room that led to the door being open, so you don't deal with the assault. So it's like all kinds of things that helped you. What's the responsibilities in my army? Oh, it's just thingy bobs. Okay. Okay. Right. Where is... Let me just check there. Okay. Right. Oh, no. Wrong button. Darn it! Right. Go here. That's what I was meant to do. Right, so we need to find the Hell Knight command. Is he back at the... Is it back at the thing? Like where we left them? Is that where they are? Maybe they're here? But we'll search for them. And then we'll find them. Because they say they're at the city, so they must be here somewhere. We talked to you before, right? No? I'm glad that we have the Cleric of Aladar in Dresden now. I pray that the God of Clerics will help us protect the walls. In turn, I am glad to see my brother in faith lead the crusade of an army. Dresden is a very social city in the eyes of Aladar. It may have been expected in honor, inheritor, but wealthy fees. Oh, cool. Okay, so let's talk to our new best friend, who I'm planning to romance the socks off.
Let us bide our time.
Let's save. Don't want to insult her or anything. Alright, let's see. They're amazing, aren't they? The girl's ruby eyes stare wonderfully at the passers-by who don't notice. They're amazing, aren't they? We are being attacked by demons and unusual powers. Do you know anything about them? What are you doing here? Well, this is something we already know, but... Okay, we know this. Yeah, so it's all the rumours and everything, so I don't think I need to read that again, because she already told us. What are you doing here? I'm watching. She nods at the city dwellers in the past. I'm listening to their conversations, studying their faces. I'm trying to understand what they truly are. Don't you think you're being a little creepy? What? Really? Why? I don't mean any harm. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. Ah! I feel bad. What would you like? Why do you like to watch people? You know, in my old life, I thought I knew everything about them. I was a master of seduction, after all. I know how to tempt a mortal into doing anything I required. I could trap them in doing a lie or lie myself, never getting caught. It's disgusting to remember, but it was my life for many centuries. Now that I see, I know nothing. I knew nothing. A demon warrior probably considers himself an expert on mortals because he has killed so many of them. He certainly knows where to thrust a spear for a quick death, and where to thrust for a painful one, and he thinks that's enough. My knowledge was kind of the same. On where to thrust? Sorry. Oh God. Sorry. I don't know. Yeah, I'll keep that in. I'm not ashamed. I ruined many mortals without learning the first thing about them. Now I watch them to understand. Them. This won't give me my victims back their lives, of course, but still, by growing closer to those mortals, it's like I'm paying back some part of my debt of victims and memories. Have you learned anything new about the mortals? Yeah, by watching. They love cats. Cat videos confirmed. Do it. Everybody loves cats. Amador speaks in a very serious manner, as if she's sharing a important scientific discovery. But the moment later, she smiles and gives the joke away. Oh, I love it. Seriously, have you led to anything? I wouldn't want to draw any rash conclusions. I've only been watching them for a short while, but I think I've understood one thing. The succubi have a saying: mortals always lie. If the mortal isn't talking, it means she's busy lying to herself. But now I see this isn't true. You mortals ain't liars. You're dreamers. Each of you creates a huge dream world, daydream for yourself, and everyone share your life with. It isn't especially a lie, because daydream is your truth. I see. Let me ask you another question. Tell me about yourself. I'm afraid you won't like what I'm going to tell you. Oh, no. Okay. Where did succubi come from? Do you have a childhood? That's a good question. No, well, yes, but in brief, Abyss is nothing like the mortal world. I suggest in the end, trying to find the right words. You remember life since comprehension, no? You don't remember the part, do you? But certainly you know everything since birth. We do. We do not. Normally when a human dies, Lady of the Graves decides which plane to go to. Most often those who arrive in the Abyss turn into larvae. You know, little worms no one notices until you step on them. They crawl in the mud for centuries, devouring each other, and the strongest ones turn into demons. Okay. I don't know how I transform happens. Maybe we hatch out of them, like caterpillars out of butterflies? No, wait, that'll be the other way around. Maybe the greater demons swept us from them, like so much clay. I don't know what happened to the larvae that used to make me. They and my own memory, it begins with vague fragment images, terrors, executions, orgies. Wow. What an awful thing to be born for. Ah! Orgies! No! Orgies, terrors, executions. Ah! Jeez. I remember some poor lad half gnawed by larvae. He was crying and begging to be killed, and I pointed at him and laughed, and I said I wouldn't. Endeavour, forgive me. I'm so ashamed. You were a different person. You were absolutely a full-on demon, but you deserve to try and, change your life, and you'll have to do a lot. And some people may not forgive you for what you've done, but you've got to keep pushing. Unlike a certain someone we know in this game, Stalvin, who just gave up and became the demon's slave instead. How did you end up turning against the abyss? Temptation. Strange, isn't it? So many people believe that being good is important. Being good is important, but it's boring and unpleasant, and all enjoyable temptating parties to evil, even though the servants kinds of gods often think, do they not? You have no idea how easy that makes the role of temptress. Well, it grant my fortune to discover that it's not always like that. My last victim was a priestess of Diana. Ah, yeah, you said. The tender of her dreams, as you know, demons do not sleep. Mortals always compare their greatest moments to dreams. So I decided it would be interesting to see for myself, and while I was at it, forgive me, goddess, to mock Desna. This priestess lay in my arms, dying of my kiss. I remember everything in the smallest detail. The cold sweat on her skin, her eyes rolled back into her head, her weak whisper. It's difficult to recount. Well, I drove into her mind to see the mortal dreams of life, but the goddess saw me in her realm, and turned out I retained far longer than I planned. What did the Desna do to you? As a punishment, she gave me mercy. I often think why. She could easily have blown me away like smoke with a flick of her finger. The gods rarely trouble themselves with lives of mortals, and even less with demons. But the reason of her own, she paid me special attention. She woke in the memories of sinners' souls and used to create me. All those humans, I knew nothing of them until Desna showed me. Each of them had their own dreams, and a world without pity tempted each one of them, placed on the path led by the abyss. Their memories, all their hopes and pain. And I'm sorry, it's hard for me to talk about this. Oh. The most important thing is I realised that was every mortal is very little world, hope and dreams, and that though I might be a succubus, I didn't have to live forever with the beauty, boring pleasures and torture. I didn't have to live forever with these beastly, boring pleasures and torturous of the abyss. I can be free. I can be myself if I only understand who I am. You don't know who you are? What of you? Do you know who you are? There are many mortals who can make that claim. Before returning to me mortal realm, Desna whispered something to me. I can still hear her words. She asked me, what do you dream of? And I didn't know. I still don't. You see, demons are simple creatures. Each is guided by two of the three strong sins before controversion of my sins were all was a ball of desire without anyone behind desiring. Desires for sex, for flattery and food.